Greg, you are first.
Am I?
You are, yes.
For my first term at university, I rented the bathroom in a student house and slept in the bathtub every night.
Lee? Greg?
Yes?
Before we even start this, can you stand up?
There'll be no... Unless David stands up with me, there'll be no perspective.
David? In fact, let's have proper perspective. Connie, can you stand up? You know the question.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Well, I just hung off the end of the bath, as I hang off every single bed that I've ever slept in.
No. You definitely don't hang off a bath like you hang off a bed. Because a bed go like that and then you hang off.
Yeah.
You'd have to go up and cross and hang off. It's all, but you're not a snake, Greg.
The thing what actually drove me to change my circumstances was that I was bruising the side of my cheek regularly by waking up in the morning and clanging into one of the taps.
Can I ask why on earth you would sleep with your head at the tap end? That is mad.
Yes, well, you know, I was 18 years of age and I mainly lived off Thunderbird wine, so bad decisions were my forte at that period.
So did you have a bed
No.
in the house? Did you? Oh, so that was the reason you was in the bar.
There was a...
Well, why did you think he was in the bar?
I chose to, Phil, yeah.
How many other people were there in the flat?
3.
3 people, what, 3 beds?
Yeah.
Why would you not sleep on the floor next to the bath?
We had a giant 1970s sofa that had a peculiar corner unit, and I took both cushions from that corner unit and they fitted in the bath perfectly, and it was incredibly comfortable.
So hang on, it wasn't a freestanding bath?
A roll top?
Yeah, was it a roll top freestanding bath?
It wasn't a freestanding bath, but the end of the bath projected out into the room.
Where was this, Greg? Which town were you? Was this Oxford or Cambridge?
It was in Isleworth in West London. It was only because of a mix-up in housing agreements. We soon sorted out after a term. I only had to do it for a term.
What was the mix-up?
I'd agreed to move in with these 3 guys and we got the wrong size house.
Hang on, that's not a mix-up, that's just stupidity. There was 4 of you, and you got a 3-bedroom house. Been a bit of a mix-up,
The boys blamed me, which is why I got the bath.
Why did they blame you?
Because I was the one who booked the house.
How did you get into university?
So, Lee, what are you thinking?
Marcus?
I think it's too preposterous to be true.
The taps.
Phil?
Taps for me, you don't... If you're going to sleep in a bath, you don't put your head up the tap.
Silly.
I think it might be true, but I'm not going to over...
Oh, well, you're the skip. You've got the armband, son.
I might be the
Do you
skip.
get armbands if you're a captain?
Only if you can't swim.
I'm telling you, I don't know if this is in the spirit of this game, this is true.
That was sufficiently moving. I'm going with it. I'm saying it's true now.
What are you saying, Skippy?
Should we say true?
True.
Not Skippy, Rob, not Skippy. That's no good, right? I'm not going to go and go and fetch help. I'm the skip, right?
Someone's fallen into a mine shaft.
We're going to go for true.
Go on, mate.
True.
Change it to true. We'll change it. We're going for true.
You're saying it's true. Greg Davies, were you telling us the truth or were you telling a lie?
Do you feel, David, any sense of genuine competition in this game?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Then I think you're going to like me very much. It was a lie.
I was once a body double for a headlice advert.
David's team.
What do you mean a body double?
I had headlice at the time. Okay. They show the boy, and then they show the back of the head with the lice. I was not the boy, but that back of the head, and those are my lice.
So when they were casting the advert, they thought, well, we can't cast someone who's necessarily infested themselves.
The lady who invented the comb, it was her son.
Which comb are we talking about?
The Knitbusters comb.
Knitbusters.
Yeah.
So the person that invented the comb for headlice,
Yeah.
her son was in the advert.
It's called nepotism, David.
Odd name. Waiting for your sub.
Where are we in Australia, Sam?
Oh, you're not having one of your breakdowns again, are you?
This is in Queensland, dude.
How did they know you had headlights? Because you don't advertise that, do you?
Best friends with this guy, yeah. Him and I were as thick as thieves.
Right, so was it like one of them shopping channels?
Weirdly, I think it was on the news. It was at the end of the news, they'd be like, and now we've got this comb.
So it's on the news?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was an advert.
Here are the headlights.
I think it was a thinly veiled advert, and, you know, so sue me.
You think it was advertorial? That's what you're saying. When was this?
I was pretty young at the time. 10 or 11.
When was that?
When I was in primary school.
Yeah,
We realise that. We're trying to ascertain the year.
A year on it.
Maybe year 6, I guess. No way, I was much younger.
You haven't said what you had to do in this advert or this appearance.
So I just was the back... You know, like, any time you see someoone's hands in a movie, that's not really their hands.
That's not true.
That is true.
What you mean is sometimes when you see someone's hand.
I think every time.
Not every time. Sometimes when they scratch their face, that's their hand. If you see Tom Cruise scratching his face, there's not someone going...
Cruise has got a scratcher. Cruise has got a scratcher.
So, in the 1990s, there was a breakthrough in the treatment of nits in Australia. A new comb was marketed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was so great about it? What was new about it? That the previous
I think
nit
the
combs...
spacing between the teeth on this comb was just really gobsmacking.
Up until then, they were like that far apart. They just...
Unless it's a very big
pick 'em
nit.
up.
Yeah.
It's the obvious design feature to tinker with on a comb, isn't it?
How did you feel when they offered you this? Because in the one level, oh, I'm going to be on the telly, but showing my nits.
I mean, I know this guy who's dancing in a window to get his foot in the door.
All right, well, what do you think?
You know, mainly because you mixed up advert and news. Otherwise, I'm totally buying it.
Me, I think definitely lie.
I think lie. I think we do think it's a lie. I mean, you have a disconcerting presence.
No.
So in
You
a
say
way...
the warmest things to the guests, David.
But there's also something ghostly about you. I wouldn't be surprised if at the next recording they said, wasn't it weird that on Lee's team we only had one guest? I said, no, there was another guest, Sam. He was from Australia. And Rob says, there is no such place. But I think we think it's a lie.
They're saying it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Sam, truth or lie?
That's true.
As an adult, I once accidentally took part in an under-12s swimming gala.
David's team.
What happened? How did you end up in the swimming gala?
Well, I went swimming.
Right. What, at a public swimming baths on a normal day?
It was a council-run swimming baths, actually. And I went in and the pool was empty. But what I did notice was that there were people watching, you know, from the gallery at the top, but no one in the pool.
Right.
So I got in the pool. Do you want to know more?
At the moment, you're just alone in a swimming pool being watched.
And then a gun went off. Like a swimming gala gun. So the gun went off.
Yeah.
And then just at that minute, a group of under-12s jumped in and I was in the middle of a race.
Hang on. When you arrived in the pool area, right?
Yeah.
You noticed the pool is empty.
Yeah.
You noticed the gallery of spectators.
Gallery of spectators.
You didn't notice these lurking 12-year-olds.
They weren't there when
They
I got
weren't there.
in.
Do they normally fire the gun before anyone has entered the room or come near the pool?
Well, they must have been there, but I was distracted by the people in the gallery.
So you put a foot in the water, a gun goes off, some 12-year-olds jump in.
Yeah.
What happens then?
then we'll swim.
You continued with your swim?
I'd paid my money.
And were the kids good swimmers? Were they overtaking you?
Well, when I reached, you know, did a lap and reached the end, someone said that I had come third.
So what happened then, Lucy? Did you get a medal? I mean, how did it all resolve itself?
I think I could have pushed for a medal. But I didn't. Basically, I got out and I was annoyed. I was embarrassed.
So what do you think, Anton? What do you think?
I think it could be a lie. In actual fact, I think it is a lie.
What about you, Desiree?
I mean, I feel very deeply in my bones that it's a lie.
To be honest, I was feeling more credulous. It can be disorientating walking out from the changing rooms into a swimming pool.
It can be disorientating walking out of a changing room to a swimming pool.
Yes.
I like the fact that you left that really mysterious, that sort of... You aborted the anecdote. You went, I once...
Yeah, well,
yes.
To be honest...
Whoa! What did you do, David?
I'll tell you, but to be honest, I was worried I'd told the researchers for this show and it was going to crop up later in the series.
Oh, I see.
I got changed for swimming at a swimming bath and I didn't know the layout of the place very well and I just sort of walked out in my trunks and barefoot into some badminton courts.
Wow! 16 years, we're running out of stuff, and you just throw that away.
Yeah. OK, do you still think lie?
Yeah, but go with your gut.
Lie, we're going lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. Lucy, was it a lie or was it in fact true?
It was true.
Wow.
In my garden, I have a life-size statue of myself astride a unicorn.
Seems reasonable enough, David.
Where do you get one? I mean,
it was
I
a
want
prop
one.
from a show. A prop from a show I did. It's not made of stone, it's made from polystyrene or something, but it's been painted. It's a bit weather-worn now.
And what was the show?
It was it was a New Year's Eve thing for Channel 4, Hello 1993 or something.
Well, why did Hello 1993 need a statue of you on a unicorn?
Well, it was the 90s.
You touch it up every now and again, every spring, give the repaint, or...
I have a man for that sort of thing.
Oh, right.
You don't have to touch up its horn yourself?
No.
Did you ask for the unicorn, or was that forced on you?
Well, it was part of the set. You know, like you have these sort of bumper car things for this set.
Yes, I see that.
When this comes to an end, you may want to take one of those home. Same.
I'd like to have this in my house, and I'd like to address my wife from it every night. On to round 3, foreplay, and if you get through that, who knows what might happen. So it's in the garden. Is it part of a water feature? Is it on a lawn?
It's on a plinth, on a a few bricks.
A few bricks.
Which is it? A plinth or a few bricks? Because when cars have had their wheels taken, they don't say, "Oh, look, that car's on a plinth."
Well, I call it a plinth.
How nice.
What do you think then, David?
Yeah, what do you think, Ronnie?
I think it might be a lie.
Really?
Would it be in the garden for this long, I asked myself.
Well, it could... I mean, it could be in a bit of a state.
Seriously dilapidated.
Yeah. A sort of a decaying image of yourself on you. That'd be quite a reminder of your own mortality on top of a mythical beast.
I have a similar thing in my house. It's called a mirror. So what are you going to say, David?
I think it's true. I thought it was true from the first time we said it. I didn't need any backup.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's true.
I think it's a lie.
Well, I think on balance, I think it's true.
OK, David's saying it's true. Julian, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Oh.
I once spent an entire day on the Asda shuttle bus just to have a day out.
Lee, what do you think?
How long did you spend on the Asda shuttle bus?
3 hours.
Is that a day out?
Well, yeah, I slept late.
So you spent 3 hours on the Asda shuttle bus on your own?
Yes. Well, no, there was other passengers, but I wasn't with anybody else.
You were...
All life is there on the Asda shuttle bus.
Well, no,
you just
but
sit there and watch the world
No, it's
get
not.
on with their shopping.
It's not all like this. You wouldn't be on it, would you?
No, I don't.
So, Ronnie...
Oh, sorry.
I think Ronnie wouldn't be on it before David wouldn't be on it.
No.
Can I just say, I'd be on it. Happily.
You'd be driving it.
I'd be. You should be on the Asda shuttle bus because you're quite small and every little helps.
That's Tesco, yes. I like those adverts for Sainsbury's. There's that guy with a really great voice who says, Sainsbury's, try something new today.
I'm the voice of Scottish laminate flooring.
Does all your flooring have to be laminated?
Oh, no, I don't approve of it myself.
Which branch were you going to? It was the Bolden Asda.
The what?
Bolden. We went from Asda all around all the estates locally.
In Bolden?
Yes.
Is that in Newcastle?
No, it's in South Tyneside.
That's sounding like Newcastle to me.
That's because you're racist.
Did you get on the bus thinking you were going to go shopping and then thought, this is fun, I'll stay on it? Or did you plan to get on the bus as a jaunt?
I got on because I thought it would take me home, but it didn't go anywhere near my house, so I just stayed on. And then got back off at Asda.
And you
so
were
it wasn't planned
so
in
you got on
advance.
thinking it would take you home.
Yes.
It does one full revolution back at Asda, and you think, I'll try again. It might stop at my house this time. You never know. The second time round, he might just go via my house.
But there must be quite a lot of old people who do that to keep warm and for something to do. I mean, like, how long do you...
I'm 34, love.
All right, so what are you thinking, Lee? Which way are you leaning?
Julian.
I've no idea on this one. I've changed my mind. I think it's true now.
What made you change your mind?
The story of her trying to get home, that part of it.
See, that was the bit that made me think she wasn't turned to it because...
We're so different.
I know. Hey, you say that. Wait, that'd be a great name for a double act for me and you. Chalk and cheese. Hello, I'm Chalk and this is cheese.
I'll phone my agent.
Oh, I don't know. Holly?
I think it's true.
Do you think it's true?
So what are you going to say, Lee?
Oh, go on then. I will say it's true.
You're saying it's true. OK. Sarah, truth or lie?
It is true.
As a child, I had a pet brick.
Wait. As a child, I had a pet brick.
Oh, you as well?
You can't have a pet brick.
I know it's true because it's on his Wikipedia page.
What was the name of your pet brick? What was the name?
Johnny.
Johnny.
But you're from Glasgow, aren't you?
Yep.
It's sandstone in Glasgow.
I think they've got plenty of bricks in Glasgow.
Yeah. Did you get it from your own house?
No, my dad gave it to me.
Oh, that must have been a rather bare Christmas.
Why did he give you a brick?
He gave me a whole load of different stuff to build a wee wall. I kept the brick.
He gave you a build-your-own-wall kit.
And how old were you when this was happening?
I was about 7.
So you took one of these bricks away and tell us how you came to adopt it as a pet.
I had it as a pet on a string for a bit.
What?
And it was like a dog. We couldn't
Where
get a
on earth
dog.
would you take a brick?
Well, just round about our bit.
Oh, dear. I hope you didn't throw a ball into the river for him. When you had it on a lead, you mean outside or around the house?
Well, on a string.
What, in the street?
Yeah.
No.
What? I'm a 7-year-old kid. It was charming.
But did it look
That's an important thing to remember. We were talking about as if he's doing it now. He was 7. Did you decorate it? Did you make it look like an animal or a human?
He had a lot of human qualities.
And the most obvious being?
Like, we would talk.
Well, you say we. Was he more of a listener?
So you had it attached to a string. How do you do that?
You tie a knot. Sometimes we would play a game with it. where you could swing it round, and people had to jump so it didn't hit them in the legs. So it must have been fairly secure.
It's like extreme skipping.
Yes.
That, isn't it?
Did it ever break anyone's ankles or anything?
No, it hit a few knees.
Oh, was it not put down?
What are you thinking, Lucy, specifically about what Frankie has said?
Yeah, not everything.
My instinct is not to believe it, but it's very unusual, isn't it?
What do you think, Mo?
I think it might be true. Have you got any brothers or sisters?
Yeah.
Are you the youngest or the oldest?
No, I was in the middle.
Ah, yeah, he definitely had a pet brick. The middle one.
That says it all.
He had a pet brick.
All right,
the middle children are crazy, man.
Let's make a decision.
Lucy?
What are they?
Have you just spotted them?
What bird are they?
I don't know, a pair of tits?
Don't know. What do you think?
I'm going to say crane or heron.
I think it's false.
You think it's not? You think it's false? You think it's true?
I think it's true.
And I
Don't go with me, though.
I wasn't going to. I'll go with Mo because he's more certain.
You can say it's true. Right, Frankie, a 7-year-old Frankie Boyle with a brick for a pet. Truth or lie?
That is a lie.
On doctor's advice, I have to sleep in a cycle helmet due to the violent nature of my dreams.
Well, Lee, where to begin?
Tell us about the violent nature of your dreams.
Yes. I move a lot within the dreams. They're active rather than like hack and slash movie type violent. They're more I'm playing a match or I'm running or something, and I move a lot in the bed.
Dara, what damage can you do to yourself with a pillow?
Well, it's only people can get around, but I can snap. I can, it can go back quite violently. Like I can recoil.
What does your wife think? Do you share a bed?
I do share a bed, yes.
When did the doctor prescribe the helmet?
It was during my teenage years. It was late teens, whatever, that stage that it began to...
That is the age when you start tossing and turning.
Yes.
I'm not having that. If I can't make an innocent comment, please, this isn't Never Mind Your Buzzcocks. I dreamt, this is true, I dreamt the other night that I was being spooned, I was the spoonee, with a lion. Seriously, and I could feel its big, hairy arms and its legs, well, they're all legs, aren't they? All legs around me, and I could feel it, and I could smell it, and it was so vivid, and I liked it. So the last thing I would have done is lash out because I was feared for my life.
Yeah, but I didn't have that dream.
You feared for your life and you liked it.
It was a lion!
I thought when you said you liked it, you must have in some way thought you were safe with this lion. But it was actually the fear that you liked.
We've all had experiences in bed, David, where we are simultaneously afraid and excited.
So, Dara, back to the image.
Yeah.
What do you wear in bed?
Other than that?
Yeah.
Pyjamas and a T-shirt.
It's a lovely look.
The pyjama with the jacket. I don't wear the jacket, though.
It's
unnecessarily
as if you wear a blazer in bed, it would clash with your cycle helmet.
It is odd, isn't it, the way pyjamas have a collar that could take a tie.
Back to the cycle helmet.
You know Petr Cech, the goalkeeper for Chelsea, right?
You better explain to David who he is.
There's a footballer called Petr Cech who got kicked in the head once, right? Okay,
the goalkeeper's the one that owns the club, right?
Get him, yeah. Anyway, got kicked in the head, and he wears a kind of a padded head. It's very similar to that, like, because, and if you've had a previous head injury, and I had if you've had a knock in the past...
What was your previous head injury?
I literally fell off a bike when I was a teenager. I went off a bike and...
How ironic they make you wear a cycle helmet to remind you of that terrible, terrible day.
When did you start wearing the cycle helmet in bed?
That was when I was 16.
So you've been wearing it in bed since you were 16?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
39.
So obviously on your honeymoon night you wore it, did you?
She was used to that. She'd seen it, yeah.
So every night?
I've heard of
safe sex. During sex? During sex are you wearing it? Because then you're really really thrashing around, aren't you?
Do you presume that there's no gap between the end of sex and sleep that I couldn't then go, oh, that was magic?
You know what? That, to me, is more disturbing. To be able to go, that was marvellous, Dick. What the hell are you putting on your head?
Right, Lee, it's time to take a guess.
Well,
what do you think?
If he's not telling the truth, he's made life very hard for himself because he didn't have to say he was doing it for 23 years.
How long have you known him for?
I never slept with him.
No.
It's lie.
It's
It's a lie. So, Dara, are you telling the truth or was it a lie?
That scar that goes from there to there? Huh? Yeah? Nah, it's a lie.
As a schoolgirl, I got a free can of Coke every day from my newsagent in exchange for keeping quiet about his affair.
Lee's team.
How old are you?
I was 12.
And this happened for how long?
Maybe for about a year or so.
How did you know about the affair?
Because I walked in on them.
What were they doing?
Something that they shouldn't be doing.
Bit of a pick and mix?
Well, he was picking and she was mixing.
What did you see them do? They were getting amorous, were they?
Gosh. Right, so went in and the door, because it was a post office as well, was open. And because we know him, I peeped round and somebody was on their knees.
Oh, God.
Have they dropped a contact lens?
Or they were simply praying for forgiveness.
Yeah.
That's not how you lick a stamp.
He went, oh, they all kind of like made noise and I kind of, oh, just checking if you was all right, so just checking if you was all right.
What did he say?
And he was like,
oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Did you know who she was?
Yes.
She was a member of the local community?
She definitely was part of the community.
Was she married?
Yes.
So they were both married?
Yeah.
Not to each other?
No.
At what point did you have the actual deal where you said, I need to be paid with cola?
Right, so I didn't go in for a couple of days.
Right.
But back in those days, they had... Do you remember the jelly sweets that was a watch?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I loved those sweets, and that was the only one that ever did it. So after 2 days, I was like, you know what? I'm going back in there. And then he was like, oh, no, take some more. You can have some more. And I was like, you never give anything free. So I said, can I have a cola as well? And he was like, OK. And I was like, OK.
So
and
at no stage did he say to you, don't tell anyone? It was all just done with looks and stuff?
I went back again. He gave me more sweets. I said, can I get a cola? And once I realised he was going to give it to me every time I went in...
You realised you were on for it? So, in a way, by you talking about this on national television, you've reneged on the deal.
Well, I haven't said their name, and I haven't said where I lived at the time.
Where did you live at the time?
How long did the fizzy drink deal go on for?
Oh, that went on for time until... I'd definitely say at least...
Last week.
Still get them delivered to my house now.
What do you think, Tim? I don't mean in general, I mean about this.
Yes. I think it's true because your description of the sort of looks backwards and forwards and it rings true to me.
I'll go with whatever you think. I'm not sure.
Are you 51% even towards one or the other?
Oh, I see what you mean.
You have to be sure,
Is that
but...
part of the game, or do you just not want to decide?
I don't like deciding.
OK.
Because I like someone to blame.
OK.
There's no right and wrong answers.
Well, I mean, yeah, there are.
I'm going to say true.
True.
OK.
We'll say true.
That's saying true. Judy, it was a while ago. It was shocking.
Very.
But was it true?
It definitely was a lie.
Every day for the last 10 years, I have carried a walnut in my pocket.
David's team.
Why? Well, because it was given to me in exceptional circumstances.
What were those circumstances?
Oh, I was travelling.
You really didn't expect a second question there, yeah?
I was travelling in Spain with my daughter when a man gave me the walnut.
In exchange for his daughter?
It It was a bargain.
So describe the scene.
OK, well, we were hiking in the snow. So there was a blizzard. We hadn't met anyone for days. And this...
So you'd been hiking for days in the snow in Spain?
Yes, yes. The
Okay.
north of
I
Spain,
mean,
in a mountainous region, David.
Right. Now, these are definitely exceptional circumstances.
Yeah. We were hiking in the snow, and this man suddenly materialised from the blizzard, and he was very agitated. And he beckoned me over to him, and he thrust the walnut on me, and he insisted I take it. And my Spanish wasn't great. His Spanish wasn't great. I don't know where he was from. I mean, he was speaking some sort of medieval dialect, and he absolutely insisted I had the walnut.
Do you have the walnut on you now?
Well, I do. I mean, naturally, I do. I change it from pocket to pocket, depending on what I'm wearing.
What you're asking us to believe is that at this moment, about your person is a walnut.
Yeah. I mean...
OK, now, just for clarification.
But picture the scene, David. Like, you haven't seen anyone for days. Someone gives you a
we can
walnut.
picture that.
Yeah. Someone hands you a walnut.
Yeah.
Your first reaction is, why me? Why a walnut? I mean, you can't ignore it. You're going to keep it, and you're going to wait for the meaning to be revealed.
Well, let's look at the man. You say he appeared out of the blizzard.
He disappeared almost as quickly as he appeared. And my daughter was very frightened. She was only 15 at the time. He gave her a satsuma.
What?
Which, to this day, she carries about her purse.
Have you ever felt tempted to open the walnut?
I've been tempted to do all sorts of things with the walnut, but it's...
Well, who isn't? We've all been tempted.
No, I'm not yet. I believe
in the
the
walnut.
secret will be revealed.
Well, what are you thinking, Jim? How does this strike you?
I've walked in the Pyrenees. These are the...
I've walked with the Pyrenees.
And I don't think you would go there hiking in the winter, in the blizzard.
Yeah. What do you think, Rose?
I think it's a lie because 10 years is far too long. What do you think?
I think my mind has broken. Because I just totally believe it.
So what's it going to be?
Maybe Ardal is eccentric enough to have done that.
I didn't do anything. He gave me the walnut.
No, I'm talking about
yes,
keeping
you did.
a walnut.
You kept it for 10 years. Not just in a box at home. You take it with you everywhere. I mean, now I'm saying it. That sounds very...
OK, it's time to decide.
Oh, I don't know. All right, we're going to go live.
You're saying it's a lie.
We're going to go... No, we're not. What do you know we're not? I think it's true. And I look forward to seeing Ardal's walnut.
Ardal, was it true or was it a lie?
That story is true.
It's true. And he's actually got it. There it is.
There is the walnut.
As a child, I struck up a friendship with the 9 men who lived in my garden.
Please, Tim.
Who were the 9 men that lived in your garden?
So they were gardeners. Which sounds weird, but in Zimbabwe, for your gardeners to live in your garden, it's not a big deal because there's so much space for them.
So how big was this garden?
It was huge.
I mean, in acreage.
What, 40 acres?
40
Is that
acres?
a lot?
Is it a lot?
At the time, I was a child, so I was interested in things like Pokemon, not acreage.
I was interested in acreage.
If they lived there, at what point did they become not gardeners, but tenants?
So they provided services, right? So gardening, they were singing gardeners.
They were what?
They discovered they had a talent for harmonising.
Right.
So they would sing whilst gardening.
What were their names?
Yes.
OK, listen.
And if you say dopey and sneezy, etc., you're going to run out.
OK, one of them was called Clever. One of them was called Blessing. I can't remember the others. But what I do remember is my dad, I'm his only son, so I'm his pride and joy, OK? Right. This man would do anything.
You're his only son.
OK. I knew that he would rely on me to give him the word on the ground as to which gardeners should we get rid of. It's a lot of people to pay.
Ah. So he basically only wanted a couple, but he thought start with 9, get it down to 2, and they're the full-time gardeners. How old are you at this time?
It's like maybe 8, 9.
So did you whittle it down to 2 gardeners for your dad?
Eventually whittled it down to 1.
To 1?
Because one day I had a catapult and one of the gardeners was reading the Bible. I took a fruit. It was like a cherry, but orange.
Oh, an orange?
No, it was... It was as small as a cherry.
Oh,
so
right.
I take this
Tangerine.
cherry. Let me land.
A kumquat.
A kumquat. So, shot the kumquat, and it hit him at the back of the head. And he then went to my dad and said, look, this is what your son has done to me. So eventually we ended up with 1, and his name was Blessing. So it turns out to be the complete right
Do
name
anything
for
to him. Hit him with a rounder's bat. Didn't mind.
Yeah.
And you said they sung. They could harmonise.
Until 8 of them got fired, and then it was Blessing singing on his own. Covered in bruises.
What are you thinking, Alice?
I don't believe it. That seemed like a very, very ornate tissue of lies to me.
What about you, Bob?
You wielded a lot of power as an 8-year-old.
He did, didn't it?
Weapons testing on your staff and...
I mean, he doesn't come out of it well, does he?
But I changed. I'm a changed man.
All right, what's it going to be?
I say true.
We'll say it's true.
You're going to say it is true. OK, Munya, was it true or was it a lie?
Well, it was indeed true.
Yes, it's true. So please welcome this week's special guest, Rhod. So, Barry, first of all, what is Rhod to you?
This is Rhod. He drives my favourite bus, and whenever I see it, I shout, "Hello, darling!"
Sue, how do you know Rhod?
This is lovely Rhod, who's my local butcher, and when I won Maestro, he had a whole pig in the window, and he stuck my face on its face, and he put a little conducting baton in its trotters to celebrate.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with Rhod?
This is Rhod, and after we accidentally took each other's baggage from the carousel, I ended up having to wear his clothes for 3 days on holiday.
So there we have it. Barry's bus driver, Sue's creative butcher, or Lee's unlucky holiday goer. David, off we go.
So your local butcher...
Yes.
You got to know him quite well before you were sort of represented in pig form.
For about 7 years, off and on.
And is this like a posh butcher's, basically?
Well, no. What do you mean by posh
Well,
butcher?
I basically think going to a butcher's is quite posh. Yeah. On the basis that most people buy meat at supermarkets, don't they?
Well, no, the butcher's en route to the tube, so I've always gone. And
If you need some meat to gnaw on the tube.
That's
where you're...
Basically, it's on that route, so I always say hello, and there's 3 of them that work there, of which Rhod's one. And also, I've got dogs, so they always give me bones for the dogs.
So this is sort of a 1950s idyll.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, sir.
Sue, this was done, so you say, in honour of the programme Maestro. Now, just tell us what that was.
This is a programme where you learn how to be an orchestral conductor.
And so where did they hit the leap going, an orchestral conductor? A pig.
Well, to be fair, when you say why on a pig, I mean, he is a butcher. He's not...
Yeah,
he's not,
exactly.
He can't
That's
say,
his
should we put it
medium.
on the face of the pig or the dead body of Andre Previn?
How was your face done? Was it like a colour printout?
Yeah, like something they've got off the internet, so it's quite pixelated.
Not pixelated. I think you mean low resolution.
That's what I mean. Not like
Otherwise,
smiley
it would
face.
be people would sort of go, oh, "That's clearly the pixelated face of Sue Perkins on there." Moving on to what number bus is it, Barry?
H14, Hatch End to Norfolk Park Hospital.
Right.
And in reverse. No, he doesn't drive in reverse. And I don't shout "Hello, darling" at Rhod, nothing personal, Rhod. I shout it at the bus, because it's my friend.
You shout it when the H14 drives past. So when you're planning to get on it...
Yes.
Then at what point do you shout, "Hello, darling"?
I'm a creature of whim. It might be early, it might be late, it might be when I'm getting on. I want to vary it.
Do you add, "I'm coming in, darling"?
No, there's no foreplay.
Right, well...
David, what about Lee's
Lee,
plane?
so where were you going on holiday?
Thailand.
Right.
Me and Rhod have got our bags mixed up on the carousel, and so as a result of that, I had to wear his clothes for 3 days.
Where did you fly to? Bangkok?
Flew to Bangkok, yeah.
Right. You didn't have proper labels on your case?
Absolutely
Well,
correct.
that was very remiss.
Well, it was a remiss.
Ooh.
It was Lorraine, it was remiss, or I'm lying.
Aye.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
In which case, it wasn't remiss.
Okay.
So,
I think
just to clarify, Lee, are you still saying this is true, or has the very suggestion that you might be remiss made you abandon any attempt at playing this game?
I will not be.
I'm not going to be called remiss. OK, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm not a fool. I actually label my luggage very carefully. I think that's very important, but I'm not for a moment going to pretend otherwise.
What sort of cases? What kind of case was it?
It was actually leopard skin. Oh, not leopard skin, as in that was.
Yeah,
it was
patterned
plastic,
case.
but he had the.
Really?
No, blokes don't have leopard
You're right.
skin.
No, it's my wife. My wife's.
But Rod's a proper bloke. I mean, I could
so
believe.
am I, Lorraine.
No, I
Thank
could
you very
believe.
much.
No, I know, but you're kind of showbiz, and I could believe you had a leopard
kind of showbiz.
skin.
How about I am showbiz?
I don't think Rhod would
Remiss,
have.
kind of showbiz. I'm really coming for you,
Not a proper man.
What bombs? Hang on. So there are two men of exact same build, both travelling to Bangkok on the same flight with leopard skin suitcases. People swap bags all the time, right? But they bring them back to the airport, or they get somebody at the hotel to bring them back to the airport, and they buy replacement clothes.
That's
They
right.
don't go, I will now assume the identity.
To be honest, though, it's the rules of the game. I wasn't in Bangkok. I had to fly again from Bangkok to a place called Krabi, and then we got on a boat to an island resort.
Yeah.
So it was a long way back to Bangkok.
So you didn't open your case until you got to your final destination?
Yes.
What were Rod's clothes like? Were you happy to wear them, and did they fit you, and were they okay?
I think you can look at Rhod. You can see he's a stylish man. His wigs weren't great, but let's say some of the things I wouldn't have worn. For example, his bus conductor's outfit. Wouldn't have worn that. And as for his butcher's outfit, well...
What are you thinking, David? I mean, it's a tricky one, I think, this week.
I think it's Sue.
Really?
Yeah.
So I think it's probably Sue. but
Do you? I think it's Lee.
You think it's
You
Lee?
think it's Lee?
Lorraine, can I just say, even I don't think
No, it's 2 against 1. You should go first.
We're going to go for...
Yeah,
OK, we'll
definitely.
think it's Sue, yeah.
Right, Rhod, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Rhod, and I'm Barry's H14 driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rhod.
Yay!